I have refilmed this intro probably 6 times now, but hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, welcome to my channel. Today I thought I would do a different type of video that I haven't done necessarily. I feel like in the past I've done kind of like get ready with me's, but then it's like I film just a little bit of me getting ready, an outfit check, whatever, and then I go to whatever location I was gonna go to, but no destination today, just post-shower routine. And I literally just spent like multiple minutes looking for my self-tan drops, and they were just in this bag by Moon Nude. I'm not sponsored by them, but I absolutely love their things. They're handmade, and I got that for Christmas. So if you guys want to support some small businesses out there, I'm pretty sure they would be considered one. Anyways, but this is going to be a get ready with me, but with a twist. So with college app season coming to an end, so sorry to all of my seniors. I don't know how I survived that last year. That was genuinely the worst time period of my life. Like, the pressure that choosing a college, like getting accepted into colleges, getting waitlisted, deferred, rejected, whatever it might be, that was literally the worst I've ever felt. About myself, about my life, anything. Because seeing everyone get into colleges that like, oh wow, I really thought I was gonna go there, you know, like that sort of vibe, that sucks. But I hate to be that person, because this time last year I didn't get into my top college. In fact, I only got accepted into 2 colleges, and you know, I was pretty embarrassed about that fact. But looking back at it, it's literally just, it's based on them, who the administrators, the people that are, you know, admitting people into colleges, it's just based on what they think of you and based on some stats. Like, it's awful that it can literally destroy your self-confidence. It sure as hell destroyed mine, but again, I hate to be that person. You end up where you're supposed to be. When people would tell me that this time last year, I would break down crying. So I am not saying that to be like that person. Like, be happy you got into college. No, not that. Like, I get it. It sucks not getting into your top college. But in lieu of that, I thought today's video, I would talk about my favorite parts of the University of Tennessee and my least favorite parts. Okay. I thought I'd start off the video with the pros because, I don't know, I feel like you start off with the pros, like that's the order. And I'm gonna apply my self-tan drops while doing so. So I have a whiteboard and I made a little chart. Okay, the first one is school spirit. So a big draw for me for colleges was going somewhere where, you know, the students love their school and love their mascot and their sports teams, whatever it might be. I needed that aspect in choosing a college. And like I said earlier, I only got into 2 colleges. I got into the University of Tennessee and College of Charleston, South Carolina. Everything about College of Charleston would be a drawing factor to me, except its size and the fact that they don't have a football team. So I don't care about football. I don't watch it. I'll watch Tennessee football. But never in my life have I been that person that's like, oh, I need to watch this football game going on. It's never been a thing for me. But while I was applying to colleges and visiting and, you know, hearing about my friends' experiences, my older friends' experiences in college, I realized that that was a factor that I needed to have. Football. It's that simple. I love how football can bring a school together, and I feel that Tennessee football is a perfect example of that. My mom, who went to the University of Tennessee, she is the most school-spirited person you know. Like, she lets people know that she went to Tennessee and that she loves it. But she's just your average Tennessee fan. All Tennessee fans are like that. You're at a bar and a Tennessee game is on, you'll see the Tennessee fans gravitating towards the TV, because even ones that don't care necessarily about football like I do, it's a different feeling of pride. Like, if you're looking for a school that has that factor, Tennessee is a great example. Honestly, one of the best examples I can think of. Next factor, colors. This one I just wanted to touch on. I love the color orange, but I also, again, like I said, I grew up wanting to bleed orange. My mom instilled that go Vol spirit in me. Also, I know this towel is weird. Like, this isn't like my normal towel. It's like this has dryer lint stuck to it, but it's like you're supposed to wrap it around you in Velcro. All of my towels are dirty, so that's what we're putting my hair in. And I know it's awful to brush your hair when it's wet. I'm so sorry to all my hair girlies out there. I have to. But anyways, back to the whole color. Sorry, I gotta try and find my part. Back to the whole thing. I love orange. That's all. Next factor. The dining hall and student union. So, okay, obviously in college, one of the most dreaded things is that you don't have your own kitchen. At least that's what it was for me, because I've been vegetarian throughout my life. I have a sensitive stomach. Whatever your dietary restrictions must be. College dining halls are definitely a scary thought, because you're not the one making your own food. You don't know if it's going to taste like your average hospital food or if it's going to taste good. Like, anyways, coming to Tennessee, I was pretty nervous about that because I'd visited other colleges like Wake Forest, and Wake Forest being a private university, their food is good as hell, let me tell y'all. I had to do a field hockey camp there going into my freshman year, and that dining hall food, I was going back for seconds. I was going back for thirds. I was so excited for the mornings, so I could go have breakfast at the dining halls. It was literally a very, very drawing factor to the university for me, but I was never considering Wake Forest just because it's a private university that I'm pretty sure it's a private Catholic university, and I'm not Catholic. So I was like, that's not happening. But the Tennessee dining halls are honestly not that bad. I will say, some people will say that they're, not amazing, but they're honestly better than average. And the student union has a bunch of restaurants. Like, they have a Mediterranean place, they have an acai place, they have Panda Express, Chick-fil-A, Twisted Taco, Steak and Shake. They have a deli that's really good. It's a Boar's Head deli. Pretty much everything you could want. And you can use your dining dollars on that. So, and it's pretty close to all the dorms. So, I mean, it's a great factor about the University of Tennessee. As y'all can tell, I got dressed. I was kind of sweating with my robe on, so I had to change. But, okay, another positive factor about this school. Y'all have seen my dorm. Y'all got a dorm tour at the beginning of the year when I moved in. My dorm is massive. It really, honestly, I think it's bigger than my room at home. Like, I'm looking around and it's either the size of my room at home or it's bigger than my room at home, which usually, again, like, going into college, a big thing for a lot of people. Oh my God, I had lotion in my eyebrow this whole time. That's actually awful. I really hope you guys didn't notice that, but if you did, oh well. Anyways, as I was saying, the dorms here are not bad. I mean, there are some dorms, like, for example, I'm not going to comment on if they're good or not because I don't live in them. I live in a newer dorm, but there are dorms that were here when my mom went here. And love you, Mom, not calling you old, but you did go to college in the late 80s, early 90s. So it's like, if dorms are here since then, it's 2024. You guys kind of know what I'm saying with that. But most of the dorms, I would say, are above average, at least. My dorm, spectacular. I love it so much. I love how the bathroom style is here. There's something in my eye, so I'm going to try and get it out. If you guys don't like people touching their eyes, don't look. I guess you can't see while I do this. But actually, yes, you can. Never mind. Anyways, dorms here are excellent. They're huge. They're located... It was an eyelash. They're located close to classes, pretty much everything you could possibly want. And there's buses and like shuttles that will take you to the hill, which is where a lot of the classes are. So you don't even have to walk to class half the time if you don't want to. On my bulletin board, my whiteboard, my boyfriend wrote pickleball, which honestly, he's right. We have a great athletic center. It's called T-Rex. It's our gym. Like, it's like a recreational gym, and it's huge. I'm pretty sure there's 3 floors. I've only been in it a couple times. But there's also outdoor tennis courts where I play pickleball with my boyfriend and his friends sometimes. Yeah, pretty much it has everything you could want as an athlete. So if that's a drawing factor for you, it's free to students. Yeah, I would definitely recommend the University of Tennessee. Okay, now getting into some of the things I don't personally like about this college. I don't go out much. I'm not a huge social girly anymore. I was in high school, I'd say, but I'm too tired for that, with school and everything. Like, on the weekends, I just want to hang out, maybe play pickleball, go shopping. Oh, another pro here, we have a great mall. If you're from Charlotte, like me, and you like South Park Mall, the malls here, the mall that I'm talking about, I think it's called like West Town Mall. It's made by the same people that made South Park. So it's a really, really good mall. But now the point. The nightlife here is, I don't know how anyone can afford it unless you are working a 9-to-5 job and don't mind spending your money on waiting in line for bars. You really can't afford it. Like, this was a foreign term for me. Apparently, a lot of SEC schools have this, but to get into bars here, you usually have to pay a cover, which the cover can range anywhere from $5 to, like, the most I've heard is $40. And it's not even like, oh, I pay a $5 cover, like, unlimited drinks, like, whatever. No, that's just to get into the bar. To skip the line, which the lines, we have 40,000 students. You can assume the lines are pretty long considering we have a handful of student bars, like 4 to 5 maybe. Me personally, I would never pay money to get into a bar. I just think it's stupid, but that's because I don't like going out. People that do like going out, I'm sure that's like a normal thing for them, but paying that much money to get into a bar only to have to pay money for drinks when you get in there, it's not an affordable lifestyle for most people. So that's one of my complaints. So you guys are probably wondering, Polly, I thought you were doing a little get ready with me. I was, and then I ended up getting ready. I got ready. I was ready. I already did get ready. And I was like, well, now I have nothing else to film. So guess I'll just wait for the next day. But anyways, getting back into the video. We're just going to jump right back in. So I'm pretty sure I talked about the nightlife here was my last thing. I didn't really elaborate into that because, like, we still have frats and stuff. That's a pro for this school. We have frats. And, if you don't want to pay the big bucks to go out, if you're a woman, you're good. You can get into a frat. If you're a man, though, and you're not in a frat, you're not getting in. So, I don't know my demographic very well. I have a feeling it's mostly women that watch me. But if you're a man and you're considering the University of Tennessee, you might want to join a frat. Or, you can get in, like, there was a darty, a frat. A darty, if you guys aren't familiar with any of my terminology, I'm so sorry, but a darty is a day party, like a day frat party. And there was one at the beginning of the semester, not this semester, like first semester. And I went with my friend May and my boyfriend, EJ. We weren't dating at the time. And we were like, oh, we know he's not going to be able to get in, but we were able to, like, sneak him through the fence. So we got him in. And it was really fun. That was honestly one of my favorite parties I've ever been to. It was so fun. But if you're a girl, you're good. If you're a guy, you might have to pull some strings. Okay, another con. I feel like this one's kind of stupid, high key. I just realized that I'm literally wearing this while trying to like film a video. I don't know why one of them droops for me, but I'm just gonna have to, it's just gonna have to be like this. Anyways, another con. This one might not be a problem for some of y'all. I mean, it was for me because I'm asthmatic and out of shape, but the hills here, y'all, I have never encountered hills like this. It's like you walk uphill in one direction and then you walk uphill to go back. Like they're, I don't even know. I wish next time I'm out, I will film. There's this one hill, it's on Terrace Avenue and it goes like up like that. It is literally asthma attack inducing. Oh my God. Like I've been here for a semester, a full semester and more, and I still haven't gotten used to them. Like, I mean, but again, that's more like a little tiny con. Like it's not a determining factor in if you should go to a school or not, unless you are not able-bodied, then maybe that would be a factor. But if you're able-bodied and you're okay with hills, you should be fine here. It's not like it's bad. I'm being dramatic, but it's just I'm not used to that because like I'm from Charlotte and it's just flat there, I feel. So coming here, I was like, wow, there are actual hills here, and like everything is on a hill. But I guess we are right next to the mountains, so like that's not shocking. Okay, this one I feel like is a determining factor for a lot of people. So the weather. It's pretty similar if you're from Charlotte. It's pretty similar because I'm pretty sure we're at like the same, oh God, is it longitude, latitude? I think we're the same like latitude. I'm pretty sure that's it as Charlotte, but we get like torrential downpours here and I did not expect that. I mean, my mom had told me, because again, my mom went to school here. She had told me, she was like, hey, like, you're gonna need a good rain jacket, like it rains there. And I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I have like 3 rain jackets because it rains a lot here. And I didn't know this. Okay, again, if this is wrong, I'm so sorry. I'm quoting one of my professors, but in my Spanish gender studies class the other day, my professor was like, we all know Seattle, you know, like Seattle is known for its rain, but for Seattle, it's like a continuous rain. Like it's just like continuously bad weather and just like a little bit of rain. But in Knoxville, we actually get more rain for a yearly average than Seattle does. And I had no idea. I was like, really? Like that doesn't sound right. But apparently it is. So if rain and crappy weather is a factor for you, you might want to think about that if you're considering Knoxville. I mean, it has seasons. We experience all of the seasons. We have the random, like in Charlotte, it'll randomly be like 60 degrees in like January. Like I was on Valentine's Day, I laid out in the sun and tanned. So, you know, you have days like that. And like today it's pretty nice out. Blue skies. I don't see a cloud in the sky at the moment. So it's not like Seattle bad weather. I'm just saying, like, if you're not a huge fan of the cold, because it does get kind of chilly here. I mean, it's the same as Charlotte, but we had a snowstorm and we got snow. So if you really don't like that, then this might not be the college for you. But if you do, then perfect. Okay, this for me is the number one, like, this makes me so incredibly angry. Like, oh my God, it makes me so mad. Okay, there are 40,000 students that go to this school. Neyland Stadium, which is our football stadium, can seat, I'm pretty sure, like 102,000 people. And I only got 3 tickets to football games. Like, I'm 1 ticket, I mean, obviously 1 per game, but like, I only got to go to 3 football games as a student here. And you guys may wonder, why is that if Neyland could seat all of our students and then some? UTK likes to pimp out their seats and sell them for ridiculous amounts of money. So that's I complain about that a lot because I feel like we are paying for this school. We are paying to go here, and we're not even guaranteed a seat at our football. Like, are you kidding? That's just, it's so disappointing for a lot of people because like I said, a huge draw to Tennessee for a lot of people is it's a football school. And you're telling me I can't even go to half of the games? Now, obviously, as you get older, like seniority, whatever, like seniors are pretty much guaranteed tickets because that would make sense. And I'm happy they do that. But I just don't understand why there aren't seats like for students guaranteed. Like, you're not guaranteed it. You join like a group, like it's like a group order. And then if your group gets selected, then you get to buy a ticket the next day at like a certain miscellaneous time. But you're not guaranteed to get picked. So it's like, I don't know. I found that really disappointing because I knew it was harder to get tickets, but I didn't think it was that hard. Because when my mom went here, she could go to any game she wanted to. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I gotta put in a group order. It was, oh, let's go to the game on Saturday or whatever. Like, I don't know. It just makes me really mad because I'm like, this school could be allowing their students to go to every game, but they don't. They sell the tickets for thousands of dollars. So anyways, I just feel like Tennessee doesn't handle their money well. And another con, parking. I don't have a car, so this doesn't really affect me as much, but it affects my transportation, which is my boyfriend, because he does drive. There are so many students here that the parking is almost non-existent. Like, you have to fight for a parking spot. Okay, y'all see right over there, they're building more dorms because they've accepted more students than they can physically hold. That right there, that's a parking deck. That's a parking deck. And then you can park like down there, not a parking deck, that's a parking lot. And there's just a bunch of other things like that. You can see people are parked on the road, all of that. So yeah, basically my point with that is parking is really hard to find here. And if you don't know how to parallel park and you're coming to the University of Tennessee, you better learn, because most of the time when me and EJ go places, we come back and we park on the street. He can parallel park because that's a requirement for South Carolina driver's tests. It's not for North Carolina though. So I'm saying this like I even took a driver's test. If you're in my age group and you didn't take a driver's test, then you know what I'm talking about. Oh my God, it's so scary to me that, like, I was just given a license. I'm a good driver, so it's not really a problem. But, man, they're just handing those things out to anybody. Like, that's crazy. It's actually so crazy to think about. Oh my God. Anyways, along with the parking, another issue here is housing. This isn't as much of a, like, University of Tennessee thing. Well, I guess it is. Let me just explain it, and then I'll let y'all determine whose fault it is. But housing here is hard to find, and it's like unaffordable. It is to the point where you cannot afford it. So here's our campus, and then there's a street called Cumberland, and that's our like strip. That's where we have like Cane's, Chipotle, all of that, Walgreens, CVS, all of that. And there's apartments on there. And, you know, like most people, you'd be like, wow, I'd want to live there because it's close to campus, so I don't have to commute. Those apartments for, like, this is per person. Your average rent is going to be like $1,500 to $2,000 a month per person. And these are not like fancy apartments. They are beat. I've seen them and I'm like, you're funny if you think I would pay that much money to live in that. That is actually ridiculous. But it's like people are paying money to live in that because where else are you going to live? So, you know, it's terrible, but if you do find housing, good for you. I mean, I did. My apartment, which you guys will get a little tour of as soon as I move in, I'm so excited. It is literally the most perfect apartment ever. I love it, and I love my roommates. They're the sweetest girls ever. I can't even tell y'all how excited I am, but it's 8 minutes away from campus, which isn't even bad. And a trolley drives by, so like if I didn't have a car next year, I would be fine with taking the trolley. I mean, I would like to have a car next year just because it's like I like to be able to like escape when I want to. But yeah, like one of my roommates, she rides a bike to school, an electric bike, and because she doesn't have a car here, and that works mostly fine for her. I mean, she did get hit by a car, but I'll let her tell that story. Anyways, so yeah, the housing here, my main complaints are the fact that Tennessee will not give their students guaranteed tickets to football games, and the parking and housing sucks. But the pros are school spirit's amazing. The people are pretty great. The friends I have made, I really like. I'm so happy I met them. Like, y'all see her on here all the time. My friend Kat, would have never met her if I didn't go here. And I freaking love her so much. She's the best. And my roommates, again, I would never have met them if I didn't go here. And I love them. Y'all, I cannot wait to do like a formal video on that. I'm so excited. And my literal boyfriend, would never have met him if I didn't go here. The athletic center, amazing. The facilities here are great. Like, genuinely, they are great. And the actual, you know, classrooms are pretty great too. So I would recommend, you know, if it's a thumbs up or thumbs down, I'd give it a thumbs up. So do with that what you will. And I hope to see a lot of you here next year. So a lot of that video was just me rambling, but thanks for watching. It wasn't as much of a get ready with me because I don't really have like a routine. I put on mascara and I'm done. So I feel like me doing a get ready with me. Oh, I guess my lotion, which little smoky sticker. So me promoting Tennessee while talking about their pros and cons. Anyways, thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next video.